Welcome back to the Ask for Speed channel. I'm Jason Speed, bringing you another episode of Speed's Pre-Owned Reviews. Today we're looking at a 2023 Toyota GR Corolla. Now this isn't your average Corolla. It's a rally-inspired, track-ready hot hatch built by Toyota's Gazoo Racing division. Think economy car turned street-legal rally weapon. We're gonna take a look. You guys know how I do. I always start under the hood. This has a surprisingly powerful 1.3 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder, giving you 300 horsepower, 273 pound-feet of torque, and a 0 to 60 in less time it takes for me to prompt ChatGPT for the script for this video. With a top speed of over 140 miles an hour, this is one of the most powerful 3-cylinder engines ever put into a production car. It's paired only with a 6-speed manual transmission, and what makes this such a fun car to drive is the rare combination of the manual transmission with all-wheel drive that you get in the GR Corolla. So let's take a look at the exterior. You have that beautiful supersonic red. The rims, they're 18-inch rims, 15-spoke, lightweight. These, of course, have seen better days. You see little curvature scratches there. Exterior turn signals on the mirror. I do like the placement of the GR badging. You have the front grille with the LED headlights, fog lights down below. Mentioned being inspired by a rally car, and it true to its form with the wider fenders in the rear, the ground effects with the ground kit, things like that. Pretty good looking car for a not bad everyday driver. You have blind spot monitoring on the mirror. You can see right there. The black wheels really add to that sport. And of course, the thing that everybody talks about when they see this car is the triple exhaust. Not a system that you see very often. Got the hatch with the lift gate down below. The back bumper looks really cool, again, inspired by that rally. Okay, so in the driver's seat, you can see the point of view of the driver. Not a bad looking interior, not great, kind of slimmed down on some of the options, but enough where it may make sense to keep you comfortable. Cloth interior, nice racing style bucket seats. So let me go over some of this stuff for you. Of course, your window controls, your lock on the door, you have vent controls on both sides, and in the middle there, you have your steering wheel controls with the Bluetooth and the screen controls here, going over the options. Volume, voice control, cruise control, lane keep assist, all the things there. 2-column controls, 1 turn signals and lights and wipers. I'm sorry, turn signals and lights. Wipers are on this side. You have the IMT option down below that does the rev match when you're downshifting. Of course, some of the automatic lights, interior lights, odometer options. Nice screen that gives you the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, AC control. You can do that on the screen as well. And then down below you have drive modes, traction control, of course your 6-speed manual gear select, and the really cool all-wheel drive select system. So you have 3 different all-wheel drive systems. You can do the track mode, which is pretty much 50-50. You could do normal mode, which is a 60-40 split for the front. And then you have drift mode, which is a 70-30 split, 70 being in the rear, so you can overpower that front wheel and get that thing turned sideways. USB port there on the side with a space to hold your phone so it's not in your hand. Not a lot of console space, but it is a small car, and this is typically just what you expect out of a car this small. You do have the dome lights up top with the vanity with the light that comes on, and that's on both sides. And you also have where, when it comes out, the visor that extends. If we take a look at the back seat and the cargo area, I would almost prefer to have this in a coupe versus the four-door sedan. Very minimum space back in the back, very minimum space back in the back seat. There is an armrest that does fold down, which helps, but that ain't fitting my 2 car seats in there. Come on. Okay, kind of a weird angle because it doesn't have a sunroof. I have you on the back window, but I have the passenger seat down so you can kind of see what's going on and get an idea of the point of view while driving, even though I don't have like a ceiling mount. So let's take it for a drive. Now I know there's 3 trim options available for the GR Corolla: the Core, the Circuit, and the top one. I can't remember the name of it. I'm sure a sunroof option is available in one of the other 2 options. But as far as drivability, I mean, it drives, you can feel like it's a little torquey. It feels like it drives like a race car, like it wants to move. Handles really good. The all-wheel drive is especially nice. You can feel the difference in the all-wheel drive in this car versus a front-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive competitor. Now, while I have you in the car, as far as fuel economy, you're gonna get 21 miles per gallon in the city, 28 on the highway, allowing you to combine about 24. However, that's if you're driving more conservatively. Let's be honest, this is a car that you're gonna drive more aggressively. So I would expect to get between 18 and 22 miles per gallon. It is a very fun car. It shifts really smooth. Like I mentioned, it's torquey. It lets you shift quick. I mean, it's a fun car to drive. Handles really well getting around corners. You're gonna have a lot of fun driving this. So let's talk pros and cons. On the pro side, you have insane performance for the price. Rally car vibes, the all-wheel drive plus manual is a rare combo, and it sounds a lot better than you'd expect out of a 3-cylinder. On the con side, it does feel pretty basic for the money. The interior-wise, it's just not enough there for me. And the size, of course, it's pretty small as far as cargo space. Experts say this is still one of the most fun cars you could buy for under 50 grand. I'd like to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments if you would take the GR Corolla over the GTI or the Civic Type R. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys' help in getting this channel to grow and continue to grow. If you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, liking this video, both of those things help a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next video.